This is a short presentation of the Specialist Diploma in Business Analytics Business Intelligence Fundamentals assignment, submitted by Liu Wenchai on 12 December. As a business analyst in ABC Bank, I have access to two sets of data. The first set of data is named as credit card data containing 18 variables. They are as follows. The second set of data is named as customer data containing 10 variables. They are as follows. Based on the two tables of information, I'll perform profiling, cleaning, and exploration on the dataset to derive an understanding as well as find any correlation relationships on the variables. The business case is to analyze which group of customers are likely to spend more. Data audit and visual profiling for credit card data is performed using Power BI. Based on the Power BI, credit limit has less than 1% of missing value. Minimum payments has 3% of missing value. Before column profiling, observations as follows. After column profiling, observations as follows. Table profiling using summary statistics as follows. Minimum, maximum, average, count, now count, distinct count, standard deviation is performed. Current limitation is that medium is not provided, so we will need to use histogram. This is the profile of the customer data. Education level, marital status, income category, card category, total relationship count, all has less than 1% of missing value. Before column profiling, observations as follows. After column profiling, observations as follows. Table profiling using summary statistics. Minimum, maximum, average, standard deviation, count, now count, distinct count is computed. Current limitation is that medium is not provided, so need to use histogram to get around. Data cleaning of credit card data is performed, whereby for the credit limit, unselect the now. For the minimum payment, unselect the now and remove empty. Data cleaning of customer data. For the customer age, unselect customer age equals to 0. Unselect now and remove empty. For marital status, unselect now and remove empty. For income category, unselect now and remove empty. Data exploration for credit card data. Histogram is constructed for the average of balance versus customer ID, average of cash advance versus customer ID, average of balance frequency versus customer ID, average of credit limit versus customer ID. The observations is as follows. Box and whisker is constructed for average of balance versus client ID, average of cash advance versus client ID, average of balance frequency versus client ID, average of credit limit versus client ID. Data exploration for customer data is performed. Histogram is constructed for average of customer age versus client ID, average of independent count versus client ID, average of month on book versus client ID, average of total relationship count versus client ID. Observations is as follows. Box and whisker is constructed for average of customer age versus client ID, average of dependent count versus client ID, average of month on book versus client ID, and average of total relationship count versus client ID. Data integration and transformation. I'll collate the credit card data and customer data into one Excel file with 2 sheets. I'll also name client ID to customer ID to make it consistent. Click on diagram wheel to see relationship between credit card data table and customer data table. The common linkage is customer ID. Conclusion. Based on the above analysis and exploration, it can be concluded that it's best to target the 46 years age group for the promotion of brand products. This because as middle-aged personnel, they have higher income earning capability and thus are likely to spend more on products. Thank you for the presentation.